What's going on, guys? It is like 10:30 and just now making a video. Today I just spent the day in Charlotte with family, so not a whole lot to make a video about. Sorry, I live a kind of boring life, but I did want to update y'all on the Mustang and everything that's happening with that. So basically what failed was the pinion nut, and that's an item that you can only use X number of times before you have to replace it. I didn't know that. Pro Auto looked at it and they said that's good enough to use. So they put it back in and they did test drive it. And you know, they took it on the highway and all was well. And in their eyes, they said that was a good car. So I drove it, went to go get gas, and then got on the highway. 4 miles down the highway, it just backed off a little bit and caused a rattle, and I had to pull over. So they said, well, I mean, it is drivable, but there is some noise on deceleration, like some whining. And I said, well, okay, like maybe I can still drive the car and I'll come look at it when I'm back from Clemson. So get back from Clemson, I go check it out, and I wouldn't say it's drivable. It sounds terrible to me. Ended up ordering a set of gears. I didn't go like 373 or 355 just because first gear is already really short to me with the 331s. And if I go to 373, then it's like, why even bother going into first gear, right? Then you basically have a 5-speed, and well, I don't want a 5-speed. It would be a totally different story if I had like the TR 6060 or the T56. Then I'd probably put 373s in at the minimum, maybe 410s. I'll stick to 331s because I do spend a ton of time on the highway, and I like 6 gear, you know, cruising at 80 at like 22-ish 100 RPM. That's really nice. So I'll just focus more on power than gearing. I mean, I'm sure gearing helps, but I don't know if it'll help that much. Maybe like, I don't know, half a car. You'll end up shifting more in a drag race if you have shorter gears. Hot take. So I just ordered the Ford Performance 331 kit from LMR. Both American Muscle and CJ Pony Parts didn't offer it, and it was cheaper at LMR. It's like $60 cheaper, even for like the 355, 410, 373 than American Muscle. Same kit. That should get here Thursday, which is Christmas Eve, so who knows if it'll get there Thursday, but I'm gonna say the car will be ready next Monday or Tuesday. So yes, it sucks, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. And you know, with it being a higher mileage Mustang, there's no telling what happened in the first 140,000 miles, you know? They could have taken the pinion nut off a couple times and, you know, thrashed it around, which I doubt it because it has so many miles. It's probably just been a highway car or rental car or fleet car. You never know with cars. That's the joy and gamble of buying a used car that you don't run a Carfax on. And my door code is GG for axle, which is a 331 with an automatic transmission. Which begs the question, did my car come with the automatic transmission from the factory? Because the center console is pretty much the same. Like the hole for the shifter is the same as the automatic shifter, and well, then the firewall would have to be drilled, and I don't see any signs of drilling. You know, it all looks factory where the pedals are, but who knows? Maybe that was just a bad website. But a couple websites said GG means 331 with automatic trans, so maybe my intel is bad. But I could go back to the shop and say, look, you took the nut off and you made a call to put it back on using your judgment. Turns out to be the wrong call, and it ended up costing me, you know, $500 more than what I originally went in for, which is just the pinion seal. But they put it on and test drove it, and it was fine. Should they have test driven it a little bit more? Sure, but who's to say when it backs off? You know, it's not like, oh, it's just gonna back off after a mile, or oh, it's just gonna back off after 5 miles. Like, there's no telling when it'll back off. You know, I could have been 70 miles down the road up the creek with no paddle and it backed off. So I'm just thankful none of this happened driving back from Texas or even out in Texas. It happened and now it's fine. I'm home from school. I have nothing going on, so it is what it is. So with that, I hope y'all have a good day. Sorry about the very, very short video, and update, and I didn't have anything planned. I'll try to have stuff planned better now if I can. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.